Exploited, the game where unemployed workers hook up with the biggest names in business. Today, we have Swiggle, 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 a poor immigrant worker looking for work. Our contestants, competing for the right to exploit him, are Mr. Arthur Carnegie, Mr. John Rockefeller, Mr. John Morgan, Mr. Jay Gould, and Mr. Henry Ford. Mr. Carnegie, you're up first.
Good morning, Mr. Carnegie.
Good morning, you poor scum.
So, Mr. Carnegie, how devastatingly poor will I be if you exploit me?
Well, I emigrated from Europe when I was young and pulled myself up by the bootstraps.
That doesn't answer the question.
If you just let me finish.
Sorry.
As I was saying, I pulled myself up by my bootstraps, and I want to make sure that that never happens again. I'm the man of steel. Along with some disgustingly large percentage of the steel market, I control the fates of thousands upon thousands of wage laborers. I engage in strike breaking in my free time after I've made sure that not a single worker in my company is paid well enough. But don't worry, in 30 years I'll donate all my money to philanthropy, which will redeem the fact that I'm screwing all these people right now. But don't worry, by philanthropy I mean institutions with my name on them. You'll still be poverty-stricken and lead a miserable life.
Thank you, Mr. Carnegie.
What a complete and utter jerk! Next, we have Mr. Rockefeller.
Hello, Mr. Rockefeller.
Hello.
Well, Mr. Rockefeller, how would you exploit me?
Well, I'm not noted so much for my workers as for my larger scale operations. I was the first major company to use the trust, a system in which I buy out smaller companies in the same business without absorbing them, so that my company becomes officially a group of smaller non-monopolistic companies. My own monopoly, however, was comparable to my colleague Mr. Carnegie's stranglehold on steel. I controlled well over 90% of American refining at the height of my power. Also, like Mr. Carnegie, I donated vast quantities of money to philanthropy that did not help the poor in my later years.
Trust schmushed. How would you exploit me?
Well, I might not be as brutal as Mr. Carnegie, but it's safe to say that your life would be entirely bad.
Thank you, Mr. Rockefeller.
Oh, corrupt capitalist, you're just a barrel of laughs. Thank you, Mr. Rockefeller. Next, we have Mr. Morgan.
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, are you down there? I didn't see you, you insignificant speck of dust.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Morgan, how would you plan to exploit me?
Exploit you? Oh, the usual. I don't exactly know, though. Because my company is so flipping huge. You see, I'm like little Carnegie over there, just better. I started off in banking, where I saved the U.S. government from bankruptcy while turning a hefty profit. My banking firm was great, but even better was the railroad empire that followed. I bought out Carnegie and turned his puny little pipsqueak excuse for a business into U.S. Steel, the first billion-dollar corporation.
Well, that's terribly unspecific. I don't know if I really like you. Next, please.
Oh, am I on? Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Can't say that. Can we? Thank you. Mr. Morgan, you arrogant schmuck. Our next potential exploiter is Mr. Gould.
Hello, Mr. Gould.
Sometime in the future, I will be killed by the man who shared my mistress.
Mr. Gould?
Oh, right. Hello, my name is Jay Gould.
Hello, Mr. Gould. How would you exploit me?
Oh, in every way possible. But don't feel particularly special. I'll stop at nothing to squeeze an extra penny out of my businesses. You know, I'm the most hated man of the era. I break strikes, manipulate stocks to my advantage, and then when I break a law, which is approximately more like 10 times every second, I just bribe my way out of it. My workers make less than $1 a day. That's as low as the mill girls were paid 50 years ago. Yeah, if you want exploitation, I'm your man.
Thank you, Mr. Gould.
Thank you, you sadistic nincompoop. Last but not least, we have Mr. Ford.
Hello, squiggle, squiggle, squiggle.
Hello, Mr. Ford.
What? No, I'm not a Nazi, you liar. Oh, yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'm Henry Ford, inventor and businessman. What can I do for you?
If you were to harm me, how would you exploit me?
Well, you might be disappointed, but honestly, I would not treat you like a bird that just crapped on me. My company got off to an auspicious start with the advent of moving assembly line that eliminated massive amounts of wasted energy in the factory. But repetitive tasks performed all day, every day, kind of suck. So at one point, people were staying an average of only 3 or 4 months. I mean, that's not cool. Luckily for me, my factory is flippin' awesome, so I can afford to raise wages and provide benefits. I pay you $5 a day and provide you with a whole bunch of services such as health care, which is unheard of elsewhere, to do a very, very boring job.
Well, you know what else sucks? Your management of your problem before you conceived your ingenious solution. Oh, burn.
Yeah, so, squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. We give you 30 seconds to choose your exploiter.
I'd like to be exploited by Mr. Carnegie.
Morgan it is! You have no control over your life. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
Good evening. So, in case you didn't get any of that down, Carnegie was an immigrant who pulled himself up by some good sturdy bootstraps, and then became an irresponsible corporate bigwig. And by the way, his rail empire was really big, by the way. Then he gave away all his money. Morgan bought Carnegie. Hey, this is level A, alright? You getting this down? Morgan bought Carnegie out, by the way, and with his banking firm, he was involved in almost every important American financial deal. And by the way, he caused the president to cause a minor depression. Rockefeller, he was a bookkeeper by trade, and was hired to investigate the possibilities in oil. Told him that oil had no future, and, get this down, he invested it heavily in oil. His company was so corrupt that it was forced out of business even in the no-holds-barred era of corruption. Then he pioneered the trust, and by the way, when he retired, he also gave away all his money. Now, Gold was a railroad man who started with the Erie Railroad. After that, he was shut down due to flagrant corruption, and by the way, he moved on to Southwestern Railroads, where he created a large empire. Ford was one of the most benevolent of the big businessmen, and you're going to get this down. He pioneered the moving assembly line, which has allowed him to make so many cars so cheaply with so few hours of labor that, by the way, he sold millions of them. He gave workers high wages and the first corporate benefits, like medical care and social workers. Well, by the way, we're running low on time. Get this down. GNP, pools, cooperatives, Granger Laws, Munby, Illinois, time zones, middle class, Gilded Age, suburbs, museums, Mark Twain, retail trends, department stores, mail order, chain stores, women's colleges, New Women, Chicago's World Fair, The Smithsonian, Newport, Rhode Island, Henry Adams, Robert Manners, Vanderbilt, Gold, Fisk, Huntington Progressives, and by the way, the Panic of 1893. Hey, this is level 1. Move fast. You getting this down? No? I'll eat your soul!
Give me the wrist. Don't worry. See? Tom wasn't actually drunk, he was pretending. Actually, we really don't know with Tom, but the beers are closed.